You ready? Let's make it big.
Welcome to Spin Sessions, the platform to have an open conversation, not just with the spinners, the superstars that they are, but as well as the spectators, the promoters, and the guys changing tires in the back, working hard in the sun. This is a conversation between us as a whole community, the landscape of this spinning movement, this culture that is not only exploded on the South African scene, but now is officially on the international scene. We got spinners traveling not just locally, but internationally, showcasing South African talented individuals at their best. This is Spin Sessions. Today on Spin Sessions, we have the one and only Miss International, aka Queen of Smoke. Give it up for Stacey-Lee May. What up, chica?
I'm good, and you, Vic?
I'm great. I'm really happy to have you in this space. I've been wanting to have you in the space for a long time. Finally locked you down. Welcome to Spin Sessions. Super happy to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Stacey, lots have been happening in your life.
Yep.
First and foremost, let's start with your family. You've got a really good, dynamic, supportive family that have supported you from a very young age. How young were you when your parents officially allowed you to become a spinner?
Well, Vic, to be honest with you, I've been going to spin events since my mom was pregnant with me.
Yeah.
Actually, we were a Monster Mob. We grew up going to Monster Mob every Easter weekend. It was like tradition. The fondest memory I have was seeing Fear Factor. I don't know if you remember
Yeah, I
Fear
remember
Factor.
Fear Factor well, all the way from Cape Town.
Yeah, he did his first stunt at Monster Mob. I was like 5 years old and I was amazed. I was like, wow.
I can almost tell you what stunt that was. So Fear Factor was a gentleman, I think his name was also Jeff, came all the way from Cape Town, spun a Cortina,
Yep.
also V6 and Rick and Quick, similar to what Eddie's setup used to be in the old day. And one of the craziest stunts we saw in this, we're talking a decade plus back in the day, he had cut up a hole where the spare wheel usually goes, like on the E30. And you must remember, again, this is like a decade plus, not a recent stunt. This guy locked his car in third gear,
Yeah.
broke it into a standstill burnout, locked the front brakes with a line brake, and he disappeared in the car. And again, we're talking about like 2012, 11, round about there, Easter weekend, Monster Mob, just great days. And he disappeared for a while. So he didn't just like reappear. He disappeared for a while, and he almost made you worry like what's happened here, because now he didn't jump out the car, there's no one in the car is continuing to spin, massive smoke, and he literally came out the back boot.
Yeah. He
Came out
the
between
bottom
the
of
two.
car, yeah.
Yeah, bro. I know, as soon as you said Fear Factor,
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I was amazed. And
No,
then
he was like,
when I was in high school, I was an introvert, very shy person. You can still see that in me now and then. Before interviews, you saw me like
Sure.
10 minutes ago as the shyest person. And my dad thought that putting me into car spinning would, boost my confidence. I was 16 at the time. I was in matric. And then Fani was my dad's best
Damn, you were
friend.
16 when you were in matric?
Yeah.
You're like a super clever chick, huh?
I think
You matriculated
so.
at the age of 16?
matriculated at 16, went straight to university, got my law degree.
Damn. Give your flowers, girl. Give you
Thank you.
flowers here, man.
But the spinning bug bit me and I'm addicted to it. It's like everything you want and so much more. So Fani was Southside crew
Yeah.
with you
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Dawud. And then he introduced me and my dad into the spinning industry. They took us to Wheels and Smoke one night. Dicky was there, you were there.
Yeah, Dicky, legend, bro.
Yeah, introduced us and then...
I just got to pause you real quick. If you don't know who Dicky is, you're way too young, bro. Dicky Salabo was and is a legend amongst spinning. He put spinning on the map from a digital marketing space. He was the first official photographer. He was the first person to push spinning on any social media platform, and he passed on a few years ago. And Dicky, we continue to salute you, what you achieved in spinning. My man, you opened up the doors for so many media houses that now are active in the spinning scene. Rest in power, my man. I had to, bro, like that.
No, I completely understand. I know Uncle Dicky was part of my spinning career since day one. Same with you, Vic, and we started off with Southside Crew,
Yeah.
and that was our stepping stone, and we just kept climbing the ladder from there.
Stacey, your career exploded, exponentially in a quick amount of time. You're one of the greater female spinners we have in this country. You've competed locally substantially. You've done local events, but now, your career has evolved. We're going to talk about obviously a major turning point in your career. Stacey-Lee May was the South African that represented South Africa in the Netflix series called Harper Drive. I know you've spoken about this so many times in countless interviews, but I'm going to ask you one more time to explain to our audience, how did that happen for you?
So one night, me and my mom were watching TV, and this Facebook message comes through from a Chinese lady. Name was
I keep saying scam.
her name was Kure Kim, and my mom was like, oh, "This doesn't seem right. This seems like a scam, but let's see where it goes." So
South African scam.
yeah, she sends the email, and this lady inquires about myself and Austin. At the time, Austin was dating my sister, so we were very, very close family.
Almost a family unit.
Yeah. So myself, Austin's mom, Austin, we're all sitting on the couch and this message comes through and my mom responds and then the lady goes quiet. And then a couple of months later, this lady starts sending emails and contracts and calling.
Wow.
So my mom responds to all of that. We're like, okay, maybe it's real. Let's see where it goes. And then a year goes by, 2018. And I think it was June 2018. They call my mom. They're like, okay, Stacey needs to go for a visa. She needs to get all her stuff in order. We're sending a camera crew out to film in South Africa.
Wow.
Okay, let's do this. So 2 weeks before my birthday, 26th of July. So 2 weeks before that, we're filming at home and doing an interview in the backyard. And I hear this strange voice coming around the corner. And when I look up, Shalice Sarani is standing in my backyard. And I was like, what?
No way. Did they tell you she was going to be there?
No. My mom, when I turned and looked through the kitchen window, my mom was standing there and crying.
Wow.
Like, it was the proudest moment for her. So then 2 weeks later, on my birthday, Vic, never been on a plane, never been out of the country, boarded the plane on my birthday, standing at the airport, bawling my eyes out because I'm leaving my mom behind.
Sure.
Me and my dad get on the plane. 12 o'clock hits and I'm like, oh, it's going to be the longest birthday ever.
You're going back in time. It's physically going to be your longest birthday.
I had 7 extra hours on my birthday. It was so long. I was even crying like, can this end? Can this day end? But me and my dad landed in Atlanta. Sorry, not Atlanta. We had a layover in Atlanta. Landed in New York.
Wow.
got on set, met with Shelly's, met with Michael Bubsping and the Top Gear guys.
Wow.
So yes, Hyperdrive was the highlight of my career. I'm still very sad that obviously it's an old car. It's not as pumped out as the new guys when we went through the water, went up into the intake.
You know, from an action scene, action motorsports like episode, you expect adrenaline and smashing and smoke, and bro, you know, you just, unfortunately, because your car, you know, took up the water and it pretty much hydro locked, I presume, right?
Yeah.
You weren't able to compete, and like it was so emotional
Yeah,
because
the
all you
emotions were
wanted
real.
us was like, all I wanted you was just let the thing turn and start, bro. Just let this thing turn and start. Even if you didn't like finish in podium, whatever, just finish the round, finish that physical round,
finish
bro.
the race, just cross the finish line. Well, we did try. They don't show you the behind the scenes.
Sure.
When I stopped in front of the leveler and started the car, and it gave off, you know, the bearing knock sound, the grrr. And I was like, oh, Dad, I think the motor broke. He says, turn it off, let it cool down. You can turn it back on because they give you like a time limit. Like you stop and then when you're ready, you can go back up.
Yeah, they'll stop the clock.
And we give it time and they send a crew out to check the car to make sure like everything's good. And that's when we realize like it's done. And that's when the emotions hit me. I was like, oh, I'm letting down the spinning industry. I'm letting down my country. I'm the only South African here. Shelly's came to see me because she's from South Africa and I'm letting everybody down.
Girl, let me tell you something. You didn't let anyone down. You know, it was like a super proud moment for us who've seen you grow up in the industry for spinning, because we know the battle the spin cars take. We know the punishment a spin car takes. You know, I got to play open books. Like, you literally went to a gunfight with a knife because, you know, the only thing from that series dynamics, it's almost unfair when you take a $1 million drift car that's been put together, or just short of $1 million, and put it up against an M20 that's been built on a budget, bro. It's they like taking a knife to a gunfight, and we felt that for you and us as a spinning community. Like, I was like, girl, just that's why we wanted you. Even if you didn't podium, just finish the round and show them that us as South Africans, what we do on limited budgets and builds and Ikasi builds and what plans with families and friends, just finish around and show them. So after that moment, when you finally realized, hey man, this is something detrimental, there's no way we're going to get this car. How did you deal with those feelings? Because it's not an easy moment to try and, you know, absorb and get back, especially when you're seeing the other people carry on, compete. Did you stay for the rest of the season while they shot? Did you watch everything else? Or did you like, okay, I'm out of here, I'm done with this situation?
So while I was crying and you see my dad hugging me and we walk away, as soon as the cameras cut, I called my mom.
Oh, shit.
My rock, my everything. Sorry.
No, girl, this is today, man. Claim it, bro. Your mom is your rock.
Yeah, so I called my mom and she consoled me and she told me that everything's going to be all right. God allows everything to happen for a reason.
Yeah.
He brought me here and that's where my race was supposed to end. So I shouldn't worry. Better things are coming. And then I stayed. I supported everybody, each and every racer in the series. I stayed until the very last day. Got home in August. And then Mikey called me. Mikey was like, Chumkana Grid is happening. I have like a 5-minute interval between races. Do you want? And I was like, of course.
I'm in. I got this. I'm claiming
Went
this.
in there, Carnival City, remember, Ken Block, everybody was out there. Did literally 5 minutes on either side because, you know, Gymkhana, what you do on the left, you have to do on the right. So each side. And then the CEO of Monster came to me and was like, I want you on my team.
Wow. That is crazy, girl. That is crazy.
I get so emotional about it, Vic, because from where we started and where the spinning started, we evolved so much. And I'm so proud of each and every person in the spinning industry, especially the ladies, because we are taking this game so much further than what anybody expected.
Amen, girl. Flowers to you. Amen. Claim it. It's yours.
you.
You deserve it. You continue to work for further success. And we see you, and I'll give you flowers now, girl. Like, claim that sherbet. So, from this, and from the moment in the episode where she didn't get to finish around, you came back, there was a management change. So just to let you know, this was always a family dynamic where Stacey's mom has always been her manager. And if you ever wanted to book her, you'd have to deal with Stacey's mom. You mentioned Mikey. Tell us a little bit about the transition from a family management unit to now a corporate professional, feel and look.
So this also goes back before Hyperdrive. So when we were getting all these emails from Hyperdrive, we actually approached sponsors like, do you want to come on board? This is what we're doing. And people laughed at us. Like, if I tell you, people laughed at us. We knocked on 100 doors and everybody laughed at us.
It's so hard.
Yeah. And then the 101 door that we knocked on, Mikey and Jim, went to them, asked them, can you train me? I don't know how to do a J-turn. Can you train me? Can you help me? They took me under their wing. And I've been stuck with Mikey and Jim ever since then.
And it's been a good, fruitful partnership.
Yeah.
So I've always implored like spinners to be more professional. So I feel, from my personal point of view, by hooking up with management, with Mike and Jim, it definitely gave you the professional edge over your counterparts or other spinners in the spinning community. Can you tell us a little bit and explore that relationship? What has a professional manager or management been able to provide for you from events as well as corporate sponsors and apparel and, the look on your car?
Well, let's start with the look on my car.
Yeah.
My dad still handles that.
Okay.
That's all my dad. My mom still handles local bookings and some international bookings.
Okay.
Mikey handles everything else. When it comes to
I like the way you said it. He just handles everything else. All the paperwork, all the drama, all the action. He just does all of that.
Yep. Mikey goes to all my meetings. Well, I join him obviously because you have to put in the work as well. So he does the meetings, he does the contracts, he reads over my contracts, he makes sure that I'm taken care of and I'm not being taken advantage of, because Vic, we both know in the past, spinners have been taken advantage of. And this is the good thing of having management, because they go through everything with a fine comb to make sure that you're getting the best deal that you can possibly get, because you are authentic.
We're going to replay that for you and listen to it carefully, because it's important. As a professional athlete, whether you a skateboarder, a snowboarder, or a spinner, if you are competing amongst professional people, you need to be surrounded by a professional team who wants to see you win and make sure you do not get taken for a one. I absolutely agree with you, Stacey. So from an events point of view, what has this management been able to do for you? What events have they plugged you into? Have they been able to give you international access to other events? And tell us a little bit about those trips.
So, been on quite a few trips. Pakistan. I was the first female in Pakistan I was the first female to take stunt driving and spinning to Pakistan. It's a male-dominated country, and I just went out there and I just showed them that woman can do everything. Yeah. And then
well done. So that's good flavor, bro, to the max. Yeah.
Coming out soon to last year, sorry. I've just been confused with my years.
Yeah, I know. You got a lot going on. It's hard to stay like local and international and get in you got a lot going on in the good way.
Last year I flew out to London.
Oh, wow.
I have something big coming up in the works. We've already had meetings, but it involves the Hamilton brothers.
Oh.
So.
Oh, yes, girl. Yes, gal.
So that's coming up soon. I've been all over, Vic. I just got back from Ghana. I'll be going to Nigeria soon.
Nice.
And then Kenya. We're just doing this full on. We're exploring Africa. We're showing Africa what South Africa is all about.
Guys, girls, how awesome is this? Stacey-Lee May, a spinner, someone who came from humble beginnings, traveling the world, doing what you love, getting paid to do what you love because you're good at what you do.
Oh, thank you, Vic.
Right? Isn't that living the dream?
It is. And I mean, my family gets to see the world. I get to see the world.
Right.
It's ticking all the boxes.
Besides you doing all these trips, you've also moving like into stunt work, because I've seen you. We're at Gas Magazine show, man. We're at the Gas Motor show. I saw you doing some stunts with some other Italian stuntmen. You're like hanging out the car. The car was on two wheels. Tell us about some crazy stuff. You're doing some crazy stuff, girl.
So, Didi Pizarro,
Yeah.
I met him out in Pakistan. He was also doing the same stunts in Pakistan. So
Okay.
we come a long way. So we did Pakistan, I think in 2018 or 2019, I'm not sure. And we were at Gas, I think 2022 or 2021 at the pavilion. I don't know if you remember that one.
Yeah, the
Vic.
smaller one. Yeah, I
so
remember that.
we were chilling in the pits and he was like, Stacey, you know what would be cool? If I was on two wheels and you got up and you surfed my car. I was like, okay, Didi,
I can do that.
I can do that, but am I safe? He was like, I wouldn't let you do something if you're not safe.
Well done.
So for those who don't know, Didi does all the stunt driving in Fast and the Furious.
Oh, we didn't know that. And I know him. I didn't know that.
John Wick, Fast and the Furious, Equalizer, Didi is... Whatever stunt movies are done wrong.
Stacey, you got to get in there, girl. John Wick, you got to get in there. There's John Wick 5 coming out.
Well, I'm working on it, Vic.
Get in there.
So Didi introduced me to this new stunt and this new way of being fearless. I mean, if you trust in yourself and you believe in God and you believe that you can do this and everything's going to be okay, why not?
Man, I'm so happy that spinning has evolved to not just a sport, but a profession where you can provide for yourself and your family doing something you love. So, yeah, I'm super excited for spinning. I'm super excited that it's providing a profession for young, talented athletes like yourself. I'm super happy. What's next up for you, Stacey? I know you're going to, you're speaking to the big CEOs or whatever. What do you want to, manifest for yourself in the upcoming months and years? Where you've achieved already a lot in such a small space. You're already, having personal conversations with the Hamilton brothers. I hope you send us some selfies with the man himself.
Oh, definitely.
Get us some pics. But like, where do you want to manifest yourself? Where do you want to see yourself in a year, 12 months time, 2 years from now? Like, where do you see yourself? Where do you want to be? Where do you want to be?
To be honest with you, Vic,
Yes.
I want to get my family to America.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, girl.
I want to be alongside my sister because everybody who knows my family personally knows my sister moved away. And we miss her a lot. She's not coming back. She's busy with her citizenship. She is going to be an American citizen. And I feel like it's time for the May family to make their way over to America.
Stacey-Lee, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so very much for opening up your perspective on your life, on important subjects like management, professional management as a spinner, and just being you. I wish you continued success. I think you've achieved a lot. I think you've still got a lot to achieve. Blessings upon you. Guys, Stacey-Lee May, ladies, this is the queen of smoke out here, achieving a lot and opening mad amounts of doors for the youth of South Africa that are in the spinning game. You all know where this is at. My name is Vic Pardell, loudest on African soil. Hit us up next week, same time, same place, 9 a.m., Friday morning. Make sure you hit the subscribe, like button, and while you're watching, why don't you share the podcast? Bam!
Yay.
Well done, girl. Well done.
Thank you, Vic.
Yeah, that was great. I'm so happy, bro. So happy you came. Like, genuinely happy, bro. People need to know the backstories that people don't know.
Yeah.
As well as, like,
The
important,
sacrifice.
management. People don't have managers, bro. They're just, like, rocking up, not rocking up, getting late to meetings is, like, super
To
unprofessional.
be honest with you, Vic, I think the downfall of spinning is when you rock up to an event and you start drinking.
And bro,
That's,
listen to me.
sponsors don't want that.
It's not even that. Again, don't round off the edges of the sport, but
Respect the
carry
game.
yourself in a better manner. Not just in the spinning space, but in the life space. Be professional, be punctual, be polite. Don't forget your manners. You know, most of us came from good homes or good parents. Don't forget what the foundations that your parents worked so hard to build.
Yeah, definitely.
Hello, good morning, thank you, please. Thank you, please. Don't hate on other people when they do better.
Yeah.
Applaud them and clap. Because one day it will be your turn to be better and you would like people to clap for you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
everybody
saying?
gets their turn to shine.
Exactly, bro. Keep pushing all day. That's what I say. Anyway, I'm going to go because I'm cut late.